Welcome to my first vegetable garden. Today I want to show you how to grow an annual Coleus. And the most important thing about seed starting these plants, they're annuals, they like the warm weather. They don't like 30-degree nights, 40-degree nights. So you want to start these 6 to 8 weeks before you're going to have 50-degree nights. They really want to be in the warmth. And you grow Coleus for the leaves. You can see they're just beautiful colors, shapes, textures. And this is a rainbow mix. When you look at these packs, this pack is $2.29, or it cost me $2.29, and this one was $1.34. They were bought at different places. It's the same amount of seeds, same exact seed packet really, but this one is $1 more. So check out the prices in your areas, because just because they're made by Burpee doesn't mean they're all the same price. Different stores pay different amounts. So to get these started, Coleus are very small seeds and they don't like to be buried. So what you do is you set up your starting mix, as I've shown you in other videos, and you can find that on my channel, and then press it down just like that. You want a nice solid starting base. And the seeds are small, and you're going to put probably 8 or so in each cell, and you just sprinkle them in just like that, and don't worry about getting it exactly right. But you want to put about 8 seeds in. I need a couple more. But this is how small they are. They're really, really tiny. And just take a guess. 8 is fine. They do not want to be buried. There's a lot of perennial plants that I think naturally they just fall out of the seed pod, make contact on the soil, and they like the sunlight and they like to be barely buried. I just roll the top of the soil with my finger. This will get the seeds very lightly covered. They're barely covered, and then just press it in. And Coleus germinates well, so you're going to get a lot of seeds that germinate, and you're going to have a lot of flowers, like in here, that are in one cell. Don't worry about that. I'll talk about that in a second. So once they're pressed in, they go into their tray. I just drop them in here, and I always water from the bottom. Fill the tray up to about here. Whatever your seed cells don't pick up in about 20 minutes, just dump out the water. But the water will wick up through the cell, moisten the top, the seeds will absorb the water, and germination will start. In about really 5 weeks, today's March 3rd, the Coleus here were planted on January 26th. So in about 5 weeks, they are ready to go into the transplant cups. And you can see how many are in here. They're also very fragile, very tender, so if they do get cold, sometimes, they die back, and you can break the leaves off real easily. So to transplant them, I like using styrofoam cups. They're really inexpensive. You can write on them. I also used recycled nursery containers that neighbors drop off at my house. So the first thing I do is poke holes in the bottom, because you're going to continue to bottom water, and just write on here what they are. Coleus started on 126. And you're going to fill this up with starting mix. Unlike the seed cells where I pack stuff down, don't pack this down. You're just making a circle that's wide enough for your plant. Pinch the bottom, and you can see the roots are starting to, coil just gently down at the bottom. You want to get them before they coil tightly. And you can see there's still room for them to grow. So this is the perfect time to transplant them. You can see most of the seeds germinated. Just drop it in here, and you only bury it right to the same level that it was in the starting cell. Don't bury up high. So just press it down, tap it around, and then just press the edges in. Again, these are really, really fragile. And that's how you move the Coleus to your transplant cups. Now, again, these cannot go out until the night temperatures are really 50 degrees. They like the warm weather. And when you put them outside, you're going to have to acclimate them to the outdoor sun and temperature, so do that slowly over a week's time. These will grow nicely indoors because the temperature is just right, and they'll probably get about this tall. You're going to divide them again. So this grouping of plants will be split again. You're going to get 2 transplants out of this, and some of them will be damaged and die back, but that's why you sort of overseed it, because you're just going to split this. And actually, if they grow bigger in your other pot, you can split them again. So this is really enough Coleus to take care of your house. A lot of people like putting them outside in their shadier areas, partial sun areas. When you put these in a place where it's partial sun, that means not direct sun for over 8 hours, the colors are much better. If you put them into full sun, they will still grow, but the colors just don't get as sharp as they are on here. Just a side tip. Anyway, this is how you get Coleus set up. It can save you a lot of money for a couple of dollars in seeds and starting mix and cups. I'm going to get at least, let's see, 6, so that's 12, 24 to 30 plantings of these, of the Coleus annuals. And if you go to buy them in stores, they're kind of expensive, so you can save a lot of money again. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please check out my blog at www.therustedgarden.blogspot.com and also check out my YouTube videos. Thanks.